helmets. So you can see this is a brand new Shoei Neotec 2 flip front helmet, and I've been wearing flip front helmets for a number of years, and I'd actually bought a Nex helmet, but unfortunately the Nex helmet, the whole of the front of the helmet fell off, and so I took it back to my dealer, which is Doble Motorcycles in Croydon. A marvellous dealer, can't recommend them highly enough, and spoke to the guys there. Very unusual. Although it was outside the take back time, you get 90 days to take a helmet back because it's a safe piece of safety kit. It wasn't right, so they sent the helmet back to Nex. Nex actually said, yeah, it was a fault, but it was my fault. That what I'd done is pushed the flip up too hard, and that had broken the mechanism. It could have happened. I've been wearing flip front helmets for 20 years, so I've never done it before. I don't think I'm particularly violent, but they say that's what broke it. Guys at Doble had a different theory, and they asked me if I ever put the helmet in a pannier, which I did. I go down to Marks and Spencer's here and put my helmet in the pannier, and they said the act of putting the helmet in the pannier and closed off, it squeezes the helmet, it snaps the mechanism. So again, I've been putting helmets into panniers for many years and never had this problem before. So I take it, I'll accept what Nex said, it's the way I used the helmet that caused the problem. So either I pushed it up too hard, or I squashed it in the pannier, which means to me, actually this helmet isn't fit for purpose. Certainly if you can't put a Nex flip front helmet in a pannier, that's a problem, because why do we buy panniers? Often to put helmets in them. So I don't recall ever squeezing the helmet in. On my last RT I had the top box and everything fitted in there. So Doble's, when they got the news back from Nex, actually said to me I didn't have to have a Nex helmet or have my helmet repaired, and in fact Nex did supply a brand new helmet. I'd lost faith on it because I thought, well, if I'm going to be wary about opening and closing it now, and I'm not going to put it in a pannier, which makes it to me next to useless. So they gave me the option of having a different helmet for the same value, and what I did was choose the Shoei Neotec. Now the reason I chose this was because, probably like many of you, I've had headphones, earphones, intercom systems, but I've always had problems with the speakers squishing my ears and making life fairly uncomfortable. And I've tried a few systems and never quite gotten the right, and it's probably down to me fitting. But so I decided, as I'd already paid for the helmet, that I would have the Senna system fitted into the helmet. So here we have it here. It is made for the Shoei Neotec. In fact, it's made for all Shoei helmets, and it fits into ready-made slots. I have to say that, I mean, in here is where you charge it, and that is particularly fiddly. I charged it this morning for the first time, and it was a bit of a pain to get it in. It's not one of these new USB-C types, it's one of the old connectors, and not quite sure why anybody uses those right now. I have tried lots of different solutions. One of the solutions I've used with more open face helmets is actually just have a set of earphones, a sort of flat, they're things that use for the music industry. They just sit flush in my ears. They're a lot cheaper than having the moulded ones, and they've worked fine for me with an open face helmet, albeit a bit noisier. And in fact they work fairly well with the Nex helmet. But I'm going to try this and see how we get on. So I'm going to report back on the Shoei Nex helmet, what that's like with the Senna system fitted, how it works on my head and ears and things. I haven't yet fitted it for a camera, so I'm not sure I'm going to film with it, but I will report back on it.